Oh, good. Damn, I done scared him off. Ooh, it's harsh light. I'm here at Pedernales Falls State Park, and I just wanted to do a quick tour of the bird blind and take some bird pictures for Mom. And then we're going to be on our way. Oh dang, I just saw a hummingbird. I think this park, along with Guadalupe River, has the best bird blinds. The most intricate and nice. The Texas summers are very humbling. Very humbling indeed. So my pack is pretty heavy, and we got 2 miles to go. Regal Creek. No water. Whew. It's a hot one. I think the high is supposed to be only 93. Hopefully I don't drop dead. I think my saving grace is that there is a little bit of a breeze. So I'm not dying, but I also just started. The reptiles are out. Oh, there he goes. Fortunately, I've only seen lizards, no snakes. We've made it to Bee Creek. And I gotta say, this is starting to feel like work. My back hurts. And I'm probably just shy of halfway there. Optimistically. This shit takes a lot of effort. A lot of effort indeed. I'm losing my hydration hose. This is the first time I've really hiked with this particular backpack. So, still trying to figure it out. I came out here before and did a trial run with my day pack a while back. Carrying all the stuff is a lot more work. I may have to take a breather here in a bit, because I'm feeling it. I've already done a couple miles today up pretty big hills, trying to get a picture of Wolf Mountain, which we'll be camping at the base of, given I don't die on the side of the trail here. I'm in pain. Not as easy as I was hoping it would be. There we go. I think we're going to take a break. See where we are on the map. Oh, I feel like a new man. I feel like this weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Believe it or not. Probably brought way more than I needed. Definitely brought way more than I needed. And overdid it on the water. But better safe than dead. Summers in Texas are rough, and I'm always hyper paranoid that I'm gonna run out of water. I had heat stroke once when I was a kid. We were doing a fundraiser garage sale for Boy Scouts, and I was trying to, whoever sold the most stuff would win a train set, and I was out there and I didn't drink enough water, and I was on the flat top and got a horrible case of heat stroke and suffered a great deal for a while and eventually recovered. I did win the train set. However, in the Texas summer heat, the train set, the plastic parts had melted. So I was left with a droopy train set. That is Wolf Mountain. And we'll be staying on it, kind of toward the base tonight. Actually, I think we're probably gonna be like right along here, and then you can go up a level and there's a trail that goes close to the tippity top. But yeah, it's a neat place. Ooh. I'm definitely gonna be sore working my muscles, muscles I didn't even know I had, muscles I probably didn't have before this. But I looked at the map, we're getting close. I'm gonna keep enjoying this breeze for a bit. That last bit of trail I did was pretty exposed, and I'm a tad worried about sunburn. I probably should have put on sunscreen, but oh well. Welcome to Wienerville. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? Oh, I don't know if the camera picked that up, but it looked like something on fire falling from the sky. Huh. Weird. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Oh. I'm gonna have to roll back that beam footage and see if the camera saw what I saw. There might be UFOs out here. Vacation's over. Back to business. I'd like to go to the top of Wolf Mountain. Well, Let's say, I don't know if I'd like to. I think it would be good for the video. And I'm already tired. See how much farther I got left. See if I got it in me to try for it today or maybe tomorrow. I still have to set up camp. Oh. Hopefully my back isn't aggravated. I forgot to bring Icy Hot. Mescal Creek. Let me know when we get to Tequila Bend. I think we're pretty much there. I think that way is the primitive sites. That way is the top of Wolf Mountain. I ain't no punk. I just figured something out. This sucks. Since last we left or spoke, it still sucks. Shit's all twisted up. Not even the common decency of a switchback. They're just sticking it to me. Still going up. Still going up. Made it to the top. We got the river view, or that's the river view. That's the park view. We're gonna go check out the river view. You know, since we came all this way. Well, I managed to get out here. Unfortunately, the only campsite that I could find is in a campsite next to youths. So, not exactly as quiet as I had hoped. But I got out here late in the day. Most of the really good spots are already claimed. So, alright. It was utterly painful to do it. But I packed up and moved sites. I backtracked back to the front of the primitive sites and picked the very first one. And it's quieter at least. And it'll be easier to leave in the morning. So I think if I was going to do this again, you know, the primitive sites are, you know, you reserve them in advance, and there's, you know, I don't know, maybe 20 like spots that are not clearly marked, which would be nice if they were. You reserve them in advance, you know, the spot you want, or well, not even the spot you want, but a spot. And then it's first come, first serve, as far as the actual physical spots. And some are definitely better than others. I walked by some that were not very good and very exposed and hot. This one's pretty good. This one's not bad, but I'm definitely beat. And my back hurts. But I'm happy with the site. And it's a lot quieter. And I'm right next to the trash cans. So hopefully we won't have any wild animal attacks. I brought my bear canister, which I probably didn't need to, but I did. And yeah, definitely ready to relax a little bit before I start putting up the tent and everything. It's always a good idea to wait to set up your tent anyway. An empty tent set up in the sunlight does nothing but capture hot air in it. Makes it harder to cool down in the evening. So I'm pleased. I'm away from the youths. I could tell they were just going to be rowdy all night. So I'm an old man. I'm tired. I need my beauty sleep. I need people to shut the fuck up. We have a tent. I'm thinking my head needs to go over here. Although, you always want your head to be at the top of any slope. There's not a crazy amount of flat space. This was the flattest spot I could find. I definitely tell it's pitched this way a little bit, but we'll have to make it work. Well, it's getting late in the day. I think it's time we eat. I have a bear canister. The gnats are really bad out here. I bought a little gadget for my bear canister. It's a bear canister key. So the way this works is you have two little nubbins here, and then you have a latch here, and you have to push in on the lid to get it past that latch. But that's really kind of difficult to do. I always struggle with it. So you get it going here, and you take this key and it goes over that latch, and then that way when you turn, it just pops it for you without you having to do anything. It makes it a hell of a lot easier to open this canister, which when I'm hungry I appreciate. I'm definitely pretty sore. I luckily had the presence of mind to pack Tylenol in my toiletry kit, which will come in handy because I am sore, very sore indeed. I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna make here. Oh, people are coming. Fucking gnats. Well, thanks to my mother, who got me some camp meals for Christmas. We're rocking Foundation Outdoors lime chicken with avocado mango salsa. Very bougie and insanely high in sodium. 114% of your daily sodium intake. So hopefully I sweat out some salt. I don't know if you can see that. The old thermometer sticker. You can watch as it climbs as the water boils. I'm sure I'm not cooking the front of my GoPro. Goddamn gnats have been so bad, they've been buzzing right into my ears. So I put on my oh so trendy hat to keep the gnats from flying into my ear canal. Really friggin' annoying. We're in business. We're in business. See if my tubing coated handles that I did myself help with the heat dispersion. And they do. That's nice. You don't want to burn your fingies. Ooh, that already smells really good. It says, zip it up and shake lightly. How aggressive versus light do I shake it? Do I shake it all night long? Do I shake it like it's hot? Ow, it is hot. How long do I shake it for? It doesn't say. Shaking it is making the entire bag really, really hot. Which is burning my fingies. just a man out here in the woods, shaking my bag. It does smell pretty good. Alright, I think that's enough shaking. Scooch a scotch. Already cool. But yeah, I got some shrink tubing at the hardware store, and took the handles off and put the tubing around the handles, and then passed over it with a lighter a few times, and does a really good job of insulating these handles, because I've burned myself on them multiple times now. And that's the thermometer sticker. So that's a little cheap hack that is popular online, that was pretty easy to do and pretty cheap. I bought a glow-in-the-dark 3D printed nobbin for my pot lid to make it easier to grab without burning myself. The little metal tab that it comes with can fall over and get flat and flush with the top of the lid, and very difficult to grab without burning yourself unless you have a pair of needle nose pliers, which I didn't, so I burned myself. Last but not least, I have a Tyvek sheath. For my wonderful blue spoon. Fork spoon. My forking spoon. Very pretty. I thought it was a nice color. So, here pretty soon, I think I have to let this sit for 10 minutes. Here pretty soon we'll be in business. I'm running out of daylight, but it actually looks pretty good and smells pretty decent. Yum yum. Still a little hot. Lime chicken over a bed of seasoned white rice, topped with an avocado, mango, and tomato salsa. Pretty good, I must say. I would get that again. Sun's going down. Seeing fewer and fewer people walking by. It's Christmas. Kind of see that. Little string lights that plug into a power bank. I'm not picking things up like I need to be. I've begun the arduous task of packing. It's everybody's favorite part. Got a little help. Whew. Don't worry, once you get it on is when the real work begins. Ugh. Damn it. Idiot check. Did we forget anything? Nope. Just me. I'm the idiot. I'm tired. Ready to head back to the car. We got a 2-mile hike. And yeah. Yesterday we went up to the top there and walked around a little bit. Looks like everybody's heading out. Looks better in the morning light. I do think the only way to get better at backpacking is to do it. You have to learn by making mistakes. And some of the mistakes I made on this trip, and I say that like it's a negative thing, it's part of the experience, is learning and getting better, becoming more experienced, or in my case, more reacquainted, and getting better and improving. But the things I did that I wish I had done differently, I wish I had left my DSLR photo camera, because I really didn't take that many pictures and it was very bulky and heavy. I wish I hadn't have hiked 2 miles before I even started coming out here to try and get a better picture of Wolf Mountain. And of course, the trail that I tried to do that on does not offer a view of Wolf Mountain, at least not a very photogenic view. So I was already beginning at a deficit. I brought too much water. I think I ended up bringing 9 liters, which I know is excessive, but that's pretty. I'm very paranoid about water, especially considering how hot it got yesterday. It got into the low 90s. And I'm like a steam engine. I require a lot of water to keep it rolling. So I was over prepared. I probably could have dropped 2 or 3 at least. Other thing that I came close to having trouble with was clothing. I usually overpack clothes because I don't like to be stinky. And so I always bring, oh, I'll be right back. I try not to film random people as I'm out doing these things. Clothing. I always bring extra socks and boxers. Well, this time I figured, you know, oh, it's gonna be hot. And the lows were in the 60s. So I brought a very minimal sleeping bag and didn't bring any pants except for one underlayer. They're like tights, and don't picture me in tights. You'll faint, swoon even. So I didn't have much in the way of cooler weather stuff, and it got down to like 66, 67, and at one point it was a little chilly. If it had gotten much colder, I probably would have had a harder time, but I got lucky. So you got to be careful. The days can get up to 90s, and the nights can get down a lot colder. So these are all things that when you're frantically packing the night before, you may not think about, and you might change your mind at the last minute when you first slap your pack on your back and the reality sets in that this thing's heavy. It's heavy. I like this little spot right by the first creek. I think it's Regal Creek. There's a cool tree. Yeah, right by Regal Creek. You got a little bench and a tree. And the first time I came out here to scout out these primitive sites, I came out just for the day and hiked around the top of Wolf Mountain and checked out the primitive sites. And on my way back here, I sat down and drank some water and just sort of took in the atmosphere. And it's really nice. Started here, went all the way out to here, and then yesterday I came up here to the top of the mountain. I've been to the top of the mountain. It was alright. Came back down, ended up camping right here, and then came back. Came back to the bird blind because I like it. see the other one. Sometimes out here there's horsies, because this is the equestrian trailhead. It does look like somebody's got their horse out, but they probably are already on the trail. There's like probably 20 miles, 20-ish miles of trail that is set aside for horses. Nice little butterfly garden. They're flying around. The last time I spent the night out here, I did drive up camping, and early in the morning I was coming over here to bird watch, and right over there behind that fence there was a coyote skulking about, probably looking to nab some breakfast. Let's see how active this one is. Ooh, there's a bird I haven't seen. Oh yeah, there's a shitload of them. Got a whole bird party going. I see doves, I see cardinals, I see another third thing. I'm not an expert. I'm not. We have a journal. Jewel, Megan, Jason, Bailey, Terry, Candy Walker to Spring Break 2026 family vacation. We had a blast. From Dallas, Texas. Love is always the way. Red cardinals everywhere. Took a nap, saw a few rocks. Bird swimming, felt relaxed. Athena, Eric, Lily, we hiked Twin Falls and Pedernales. The humans took turns in the bird blind. Northern cardinal, black-breasted titmouse, black-chinned hummingbird, white-winged dove, lark sparrow. Oh, you can hear all of my joints snapping in twain. Very still bird.